The plate can really run. The 3-2. He did do exactly that on a 1-2 pitch. He chases a splitter. Let's take a little closer look and see if this is how you should best use your stuff. He gets a swing and a miss on a
down to 86 for the changeup.
Strike three called with a yeah. He actually got a breaking. Gonsolin gets him swinging. Had that first number upside down. Happens to the best of us.
It's a typo.
There they go. Here it comes. He strikes him out with a tailing fastball to finish off the fifth. Blake Trinan gets out of the jam. Keeps Tony Gonsolin's line for the season scoreless. Halfway home, no score. First, who runs. Taylor lays one down. This would be a tough play for Machado. He doesn't even attempt to throw. Hits it sharply. Deflects off Davies into right. Pollock headed home, and the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead on an RBI single from Edwin Rios. Barnes shows bunt, lays one down right side. Throw to second is late. Comes off of the bag, though, and is out, but it's 2-0. Gratterall deals. Fastball to the knees, strike one. Grisham off second. Gratterall to the plate. Machado watches 100. Tail to the out. The set. The 0-2. Slider to get him. 0 for 3. Waits on the first one from Stammen. Slices it down the left field line. A fair ball, and it pops into the seats. That's a double for Bellinger. And they lead it 3-0 as Barnes is into. Turner lifts it in the air to deep center field. Grisham on the move. He's at the wall. It's gone. Turner goes the other way with a 3-run home run to crack it open. Another 1-2 offering. Did he go? He did. One gone. Sticks with the hard stuff and Jansen. Ground ball right side. Hernandez has it. And the Dodgers shut the Padres out 6-0. What a job by Kenley Jansen to inherit.
Justin, before we get to the 3-run home run that really gave you guys some insurance in this one, how nice was it to see a little bit of small ball there in the earlier innings to be able to get you guys on the board and get some traction offensively?
Yeah, you know, sometimes when things aren't clicking, you got to, you know, do some different things and manufacture runs yourself. And I don't think, you know, with CT, it was necessarily a design play, CT and AJ. I think AJ wanted a run and CT wanted a bunt. And, you know, they both executed it pretty well, and that kind of got that inning going. And then Barnesy did a nice job with the safety squeeze, getting it down. And then we're able to put some good at-bats together late in the game.
It certainly hasn't been from lack of effort. It's just been sometimes it hasn't been able to be executed appropriately. How nice was it to be able to get that stuff on the board and tack on there in the later inning? Yeah,
obviously, you know, Tony was throwing the ball great, and Davies was doing what he does and, you know, pounding the bottom of the zone and not giving a whole lot, not making too many mistakes. And to find a way to scratch across and get some runs on the board first was huge. And then, as always, to be able to add on late was great.
Your second home run of this season gives you guys a huge cushion. Is there any part of you that after you reached the milestone yesterday, a bit of pressure comes off of you?
I mean, no, I wasn't thinking about the milestone. I mean, I feel like I'm going to go out and play and try to do whatever I can to help the team win. And, you know, if I'm on the field and taking good at-bats like I do, I felt like that was something that was going to happen this year. I didn't really have to try to get there.
Tony Gonsolin making a spot start for the second time this season. He hit a career high in strikeouts with 8. This is a guy that is trying to make the most of his opportunities when they're given. What were you noticing from him on the hill tonight?
Yeah, his splitty, changeup, whatever you want to call it, was just gross tonight. I mean, I don't know how many swings and misses he had it, but it was unbelievable. He was able to throw it for a strike when he needed to throw it for a strike. He was able to expand with it when he needed to expand with it. And obviously they weren't seeing it well, so And then you throw in the other 3 pitches that are all plus pitches as well. It makes him a pretty good pitcher. And I know we all enjoy when Tony has the ball and he's on the mound. He works fast, he throws strikes, he attacks hitters. So it's great to play defense behind him.
Tony, great outing today. You're able to set a career high in strikeouts with 8. What do you think works so effectively for you in terms of that swing and miss?
I definitely had the changeup split going today. Probably the biggest contributor to that is being able to land it, which was huge for me. Kind of later in the game, after that second inning there, I started using some of the breaking balls a little bit more and was able to land those as well. So I think the combination of those 3 things really solidified the swing and miss.
As you continue to want to show this club what it is that you can bring to the table, how important was this second outing of the season for you to kind of build off what you did in your last time out, your first time?
Yeah, I think there's definitely some consistency I can work on. First outing I had really good fastball. The split's kind of always there, so that was nice. This outing kind of had all my off-speed stuff. I didn't really feel like the fastball was as great today. But, trying to find some consistency and getting everything on the same page will definitely help with that.
This is a team that continues to pick up one another. How big was what Blake Tryon was able to do for you to keep that earned run average for you at 0?
Yeah, earned run average is whatever. Tryon came in there and gave us a good, or shut down that inning and picked me up there. So it was great to see that. And then you see as Kenley did the same thing in the 9th. It's just great to see how good our bullpen is, how good all of our guys are.
This is a very different Padres team this season than we've seen in years past. How much confidence does it give to you to be able to kind of go through this very potent lineup as well?
Yeah, I feel like top to bottom, they can do some damage. They definitely have their guys that can just really get you, and that top 5 or 6 or so that really will hammer some mistakes. But it's nice to go through that lineup a couple times and be able to get the results that I got.
How satisfying is it that you're able to get some offense a couple of different ways tonight?
It was great, and they've been grinding. But CT to start that inning off with a bunt, and Eddie's good at bat. Then we got the safety squeeze in there with Austin. A lot of good things happening tonight, and then obviously that big blow by JT. And not to be lost is the double play ball with Gratterall to Kike to first base, and handling a sinker from Gratterall was a big play by Kike to come into the game and impact the game. Tonight it was Tony just got us off to a good start, and was in command from pitch 1. The split change was on point tonight, and it was good to see us get a lead and then push a couple across late.
Yeah, you had mentioned the bunts and the safety squeeze. Obviously, you guys are constantly in communication, but was that just more of a directive coming from you, or is that just kind of on the player themselves based on that situation in that inning?
Yeah, I think that was a situational call that I made, and but the drag bunt by CT to get us going, that was on him. So Austin gets a hit, then we got first and second base, we got action, and so that was good stuff.
Is it just a little unfair for the opposition to have to face Gratterall?
I think yes. 100 mile an hour bowling ball, and you're not really, there's no familiarity, no history. And I think that slider to Manny was 91. So it's an uncomfortable at bat. And I like the way that Brusdar is really starting to mature. And, that's a big leverage spot against a very good part of that order.
How big was it for your closer to come in and pick up Scott Alexander? Kenley inheriting a bases-loaded situation and gets out of it to preserve the win.
It was great. It was great. Blake was good. Petey was good. And then obviously with that situation with Scotty, getting some ground balls, just couldn't make, didn't hit it right at the guys. And for Kenley to come in, get a couple punch right there. And this is as good as, the characteristics that we talk about with the cut fastball. It just had that late life, that up shoot kind of thing tonight, so that was really good to see.
And finally, Skip, is Will Smith okay? I understand he left the game with the sore neck.
So there was a collision in San Diego, and there's a little bit of remnants from that. So it's kind of, he's been good, and actually today he came in saying he felt as good as he has in the past week, and then he fielded that bunt, and it kind of locked up on him a little bit. So we had to go a man short. Austin picked us up, and so we'll give Will another day. He's day to day, but we'll have Austin in there catching tomorrow.
Testing, everything was clear for Will?
Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
the Dodgers back on track with a 6-0 win tonight. They get a couple runs in the middle innings with some small ball, and then they pull away late with a 3-run home run from Turner.
It was a tight game there for a while. Great pitching. Gonsolin was excellent. The bullpen comes through. I know the little hiccup from Scott Alexander will bother him, but Kenley Jansen picked him up, and this bullpen has continued to be on a roll.
Chance to split the series tomorrow with Urias going.
Yeah, hopefully the bats stay awake and they can give them a lead early like they did today. That's been something the Dodgers have been missing, giving a little room to the starting pitchers, and Urias could use that because of all the starters, Ross Stripling has gotten the most support. The rest of them have kind of been starved.
All right, so it will be Urias for the Dodgers. Chris Paddock counters for the Padres. 6:40 tomorrow night, final game of this 4-game set.